Pregnant women visiting the ante-natal clinics on time have contributed to the decrease in HIV infection rate in babies. And the Modimolle Magistrates Court in Limpopo has denied bail to the three men charged alongside Johan Kotze with the rape of his then estranged wife. I'm Richard Brooks. Pregnant women visiting the antenatal clinics on time have contributed to the decrease in HIV infection rate in babies. The Gauteng Department of Health and Social Development says a study conducted by the Medical Research Council in 2010 shows that the number of HIV infections in babies has fallen sharply from 11.6% to 2.3%. The department's chief director for strategic health programs, Nomsa Mompempe, explains.
In Gauteng in 2010, it was found to have reduced to 2.3%. Insofar as reducing mother-to-child transmission, they put a lot of emphasis on encouraging pregnant mothers to book early and making sure that they are tested, and if they do test positive, they are linked to treatment very early. And if they are put on treatment, they comply with treatment, especially taking their treatment throughout the pregnancy and also during labor.
The Modimolle Magistrates Court in Limpopo has denied bail to the three men charged alongside Johan Kotze with the rape of his then estranged wife. The presiding magistrate, Hannes Stolfberg, says Andries Setole, Mampuru Matloko and Tselo Mapaka failed to convince the court they should get bail. The trio and Johan Kotze will jointly appear with Kotze on the 11th of May for a high court date. Kotze also allegedly shot and killed his 19-year-old stepson 3 months ago. Mary Pretorius, who's a friend of Kotze's ex-wife, Ina Bonetta, has welcomed the decision not to grant Kotze's three co-accused bail.
I'm excited, I'm glad, and the prayers have been answered. They're going back where they belong, and we're very, very, very happy. Once again, that they are put back behind bars, because that what I've done is horrible. Like, no person can go through like that, and what I've done is horrible. The
state's legal team has asked the LA Board of Inquiry to recommend that suspended National Police Commissioner Becky Ele be removed from the office. The state has closed its arguments at the inquiry into allegations of misconduct against Ele. It says it cannot be just a coincidence that the Transnet building in Durban and the Middestad building in Pretoria could be owned by the same person, Roo Shabangu. In the state's closing arguments, advocate Mbosile Madlanga has told the board that evidence demonstrates lack of honesty by Ele. Pumzile Matlangeni reports.
Madlanga says Ele chose not to take necessary steps to establish facts. This evidence shows that the list closed in favor of Shabangu because he must have somehow known him before. He says evidence shows Ele initiated and participated in flawed processes resulting in lease agreements with businessman Roo Shabangu. Meanwhile, the legal representative, advocate Vincent Maleka, says the prosecution team has failed to prove if there is any relationship between the two. The defense is now presenting its closing arguments.
The family of a man who fell into a disused mine shaft in Springs on Gauteng's East Rand are still hopeful that he will be found alive. 22-year-old Siyabonga Kavi fell into the mine shaft, which is about 2 kilometers deep, while taking cover from the rain last Friday. Emergency services officials called off the search yesterday after lowering a camera into the shaft to search for the man. Nothing was found. Ekurhuleni Emergency Services spokesperson Rogers Mamila.
In most cases, when somebody fell in water and is passed on, the process of decomposition actually starts almost immediately, and within 2 to 3 days, the body would have sufficient enough air in it to rise it to the surface, and then we might be able to see it. But in this case, that was not the fact. So what we have done is we did not lose hope as yet. We're going to check in the next 2 or 3 days again in the same hole to see whether we can see anything or not.